talk to me a little bit about the kind of post October logics that we should be thinking about and taking up as we talk about this possibility of resistance and liberation and self-determination for Palestinian people.
What October 7th has taught us is what plane hijackings have taught us, and what suicide bombings have taught us, and what all of these other things have taught us, is that the world is telling us time and time again that the only times we are going to put you on the screen, or we are going to listen to you or talk to you, is when you commit acts of violence. And that's the kind of message the world is sending us. And I think Palestinian resistance factions are acting accordingly. I would always make disclaimers to these diplomats as a child that I don't hate Jews, I understand anti-Semitism, that we make the distinction between Israelis and Israelis and Jews, Zionists and Jews, and blah blah blah. But that burden doesn't. It's not my responsibility, and I should not be in cross-examination. I should not be in the hot seat. They march under what they call a Jewish flag. They fight under the banner of what they call a Jewish army. They do everything in the name of Judaism, and they gloat about it. They say they're the only Jewish state in the world, they're the only Jewish army in the world, and yet we are asked to make the distinction. So today, in the kind of discourse about the arrest of Mahmoud Khalil, the Columbia student, there's been so many well-meaning Jewish people and also non-Jewish people who have been saying this kind of behavior, this kind of crackdown does not keep Jews safer. It's telling us that there is nothing more evil, or there is nothing more dangerous, or there is nothing more profane than anti-Semitism. And it makes it as this and it creates a hierarchy in which certain racisms are worse than others. I think it would be a bit problematic if churches had Confederate flags in them. I think it would be a bit problematic if mosques had ISIS flags in them, and yet you go into any random synagogue and there's an Israeli flag. That's fucked up.